really changes the basic physical foundation of our body, which is our feet. It takes a long time to transition to training barefoot because you have to think of your foot like somebody who's been completely sedentary, it's completely untrained. So it's going to take a long time to rebuild those structures, rebuild the connective tissue structures. People say it takes 6 weeks to see any sort of adaptation in connective tissues. So if you go out tomorrow and you're like, I'm going to train just like I train with shoes on, barefoot, you're going to break your foot. You have to think of this as something that's really going to take years to transition. Having strength to train to start the transition, what you want to be barefoot as much of the time as possible. A lot of people wear shoes when they don't need to wear shoes. If you're walking around in your house, be barefoot. If you live or if you work at a place that is amenable to it, be barefoot. Wear a shoe that's really minimalist while you're walking around at work. Once you get so comfortable with that, you can start incorporating barefoot training in your normal, right? You don't start your training by doing full presses and drops. You start your training with drills and things, all that stuff will be done barefoot. You can start doing your foot adaptive training through that. Once you've gotten to the point where you can train barefoot in your warm-up, 6 to 9 weeks, once you become comfortable with that, for 6 to 9 weeks, then you can start incorporating barefoot training into the bigger movements that we do, vaults, drops, and wall passes and tic tacs. And you can start looking for a minimalist shoe to be your primary training shoe, a shoe that has basically a nice wide toe box, a flat sole that's equal from front to back. That's going to be the type of shoe that you want. You have to think of shoes like tools or they're performance enhancing equipment. If you want to do the biggest jump to a nice hard surface, a shoe with some padding is going to help. Sometimes if you're training on stuff that's slick and bare feet, a shoe like a Vibram that has some rubber underneath it is going to be helpful. So it can definitely help you perform better to wear shoes, but in the long run, training as much as possible in a sort of barefoot way is going to make you a stronger, better athlete. What we're looking for in a minimal shoe and a shoe that doesn't mess up our biomechanics, we want a shoe that doesn't have an elevated heel. An elevated heel is going to change your biomechanics a lot. So we want a shoe that has the same height front to back. We want it to be super flexible. We want it to be grippy, obviously, for parkour. And we want it to have a nice wide toe box so that your toes aren't smushed together so they can exercise full mobility and move around properly. Yeah, one of the things we hear a lot from people is, the best guys are wearing these shoes and they're doing these huge drops and these things, and I want to be able to do that. Well, your body is capable of being stronger if it's built off of a barefoot foundation. And the fact that there are some people who have built themselves up on top of it just reflects the fact that most people train in bad shoes right now.